16.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading at their 6'3" quarterback.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run on first down. Landry, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff when they go in?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
At the 13.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. On second down now. It's Thomas, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The running back on the option.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this.
A gain of
10 is the benchmark number, right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for and also gives you respect around the league.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Barnett. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side. Go for that pylon. Get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with teams jockeying for position, one thing we do know already, they're all set. They've got the number 1 seed in their back pocket with still 2 games to go.
And that gives you a chance to experiment a little bit as well. It doesn't mean that you just have wholesale changes, starters don't play. I'm not talking about strictly that. I'm talking about guys who maybe haven't played enough during the year, or you want to see them in different spots. You know, can that running back split out and catch the football a little bit as you head to the playoffs? Maybe you run a few plays to put them on tape and make your opponents watch them and say, oh, we got to prepare for that. A lot of ways they can go, knowing that they own the number 1 spot.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Lions first down.
On first down, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Lions.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
Complete to number 1.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
21-yard line.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to take off with it.
The quarterback.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back and intercept reception, return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. On 1st down, it's Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side. Barnett. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, it's Owens. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Number 39.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, it's Thomas. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield.
The pass.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
On 2nd down now, Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Thomas. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carried by.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Barnett. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
On first down, Landry. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a 33-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Lions 13, Bears 7.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
A throw left side taken in by Komet.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. That's to his running back, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down, Lions.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 38-17, the final score. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. And one more to highlight. A good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd and 3.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try the left side. Landry. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Third down. It's Owens. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
looking to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On 2nd down, Landry. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
To number 89. A gain of 18.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's great. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play on third down for the Lions. 47 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens.
The pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
8-yard line.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The score, Lions 19, Bears 7.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, it's Thomas. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
And 10. At the 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Taken down and sacked. A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bears on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now, Landry. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now back out comes the offense.
And you can see they're in 2nd place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw again. Rolling to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 31-yard line.
On the move to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Quarterback sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
That's a gain of 8.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The play action fake. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose
Bears yardage back at the 17. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A loss of 11 yards.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down, Landry, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 13 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead will grow by 1 more. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down now, it's Thomas. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Down at the 33-yard line.
He's got a man complete.
Darn down.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
32-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Complete to number 39.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
10 more yards.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
And less than a yard.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done,
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
and didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a give right side. Owens. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Lions, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.